me?
My heart is racing.
You are so totally whipped.
I'm Brad. Let's ride a bicycle built for two. Then we can go to the potpourri store and then go buy sheets.
Would you rather be at home shooting a bazooka or watching a chick flick?
Brad?
Chick flick, bazooka. Chick flick, bazooka.
Let me in, Brad.
Who's that?
Let me in. Brad.
I don't know.
Brad.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Slimeade podcast. I'm your host Tiernan, and joining me as always,
I'm Brandon Heap.
And I am Dan Smith.
And I'm Derek Mason.
and it took us almost 2 minutes to get that intro out of the way because one of you guys wanted to do it instead, and it turned into a nightmare shit show. So I just had to do it anyway.
Fucking
We
Derek.
won't say who did it. Definitely not Derek.
I hate you all.
Threw a big fit and then couldn't step up to the plate.
I didn't know nothing. God. Well, what are we talking about today, Tiernan?
Derek, why don't you tell us what our topic is for today?
Fucking video games. Not like us actually fucking video games. Like, we're talking, the topic is video games.
And that's a perfect place to cut it.
That's perfect.
They're fun. End of podcast.
Once again, I didn't write any notes down for this episode, which I probably should have. Did anybody else write any notes down?
Fuck no.
I think, are we just giving up on notes?
This is just a wing it. I think this is a wing it podcast.
Right. To be fair, I think
I
we're
was recovering from my asshole being destroyed.
That's right. You had
Wait,
a bit of
what
a
happened to your
rough
asshole?
turnout last month, as we mentioned on the previous podcast.
Oh. I remember.
Dan already forgot the bit.
For the second time.
I didn't know what day
right
it was.
before.
I didn't know what day it was today.
Well, it was the same day as we told you 2 minutes ago.
It's not the same day as it was today that it is now.
Oh, you're right. It is midnight.
That's right. We're joined by three of the most premier gamers around. Derek, Daniel, and Tiernan.
If
Okay.
you guys know one thing about me, it's that I'm a very serious gamer.
Emphasis on the
A very
gay.
serious
And you could just get rid of the
gamer.
mer part. You don't really need that.
You're gay?
You're Gam?
You're gay.
You're my grandma?
Gam?
Gam?
Okay, so this is
Gobble?
completely unhinged already. I feel like this is the most unhinged any of these podcasts has been yet. I was hoping one of you would be able to take the lead a little bit because
Oh, well, I
I feel
didn't
like
know
this
that.
is a topic you guys kept wanting to do something with. So
Well-
I decided to I'm being so nice. I'm letting you guys talk about this thing that you're clearly passionate
Okay.
about.
All right. You know what we're gonna talk about? We're gonna talk about how American Truck Simulator is the best game ever for the next 45 minutes. Let's go. All right.
Well, I guess we found out what Dan's favorite game is.
No, I would say that's not actually. That is my favorite. I would have to say that's probably my favorite game. I do have 503 in 38 hours.
Yeah, that's a lot of...
That's a lot.
And then my second most played game is Civilization 5, which is 439 hours.
Oh, that is a good game, though.
That is a
I have
very
a
good
question.
game.
Yes.
Do you
Uh-oh.
think you could just jump into a truck and drive it now?
No.
Why not?
Because I don't know what it feels like in real life. Like, I think I could do well my first time in a truck on a controlled environment, like a course, like a training area. But I know for a fucking fact that if I had my CDL and I was doing a delivery, I would lose my CDL by the time I got to my place. If not, would have gotten in a wreck.
So what you're saying is I should steal one of the trucks from my work, and we'll go ahead and let you practice it.
Yeah, do it.
Shit, let us all try.
I do think that I probably, with enough practice with what I've done in American Truck Simulator, I could become a good truck driver if I wanted to, I think. But I couldn't just hop in a truck.
Can I stop you there for a second? So everybody, what's your favorite video game?
Disco
I like Minecraft.
Elysium.
I don't know.
Let's start that over. Brandon, you go first.
Disco Elysium.
Okay, what is that?
So it is a RPG where you play a detective who has had a mental breakdown. You're trying to solve a murder while also trying to find out who you are and where the hell your gun went.
Sounds like some woke communist bullshit.
I mean, you do get called slurs by a teenage child.
So it's realistic.
Oh, so this is just
That's
America
normal on Call
today.
of Duty.
That's
like-
normal. That's normal. Just walking into my parents' house.
I don't think
Well-
the colonel would ever use slurs like that.
You haven't seen the Colonel while he's watching NASCAR.
Is the Colonel your dad?
Yep, Colonel Sanders.
Unfortunately,
Well, Dan, what is your favorite video game?
I would probably have to say I would say the game that I enjoy playing the most is Power Wash Simulator, but I would say my favorite game is American Truck Simulator. I have a problem, and it's simulators.
Of very mundane, uninteresting things.
No, they're very fun. They're also really fun to do. Like it's very satisfying, and it's like you can play those and like listen to an audiobook or a podcast, or watch a movie that you don't want to watch but want to get the cultural references from.
He just really likes doing chores.
Everything you're describing is like, if you really break it down, it's kind of bleak. It's just, you're kind of bumming me out a little bit.
I never said my life wasn't sad. I'm just not sad about it.
Okay, well, that's something. Derek, your favorite.
The ones that I've played the most
Mm-hmm.
that I enjoyed playing, I guess, would just be Star Wars, or was it Survivor?
The newest one, or
Yeah, the newest one.
yeah,
That one, like, I like the first one, is I think it's Fallen Order, but the second one, Survivor, just is amazing. I loved it. It just feels a lot more open. Besides just doing, it felt like the first one felt like more of like a platformer where you're just start at one side and you just move your way through the map vertically. But not like every map was like that, but majority of them felt like that. But the second one is just the story and the map and the things you can do is just fucking awesome. I love the Star Wars. I just love Star Wars in general, but that game, mwah.
We're gonna have to do it.
Aaron, what's your
It's a
favorite game?
Oh, my favorite video game, Resident Evil 4.
Oh, that's a good one.
I know. I have amazing taste.
Is
I
I
don't
don't
play
know.
games
Play
where you
the-
power wash things.
You're just jealous. You're just jealous that I can find excellence in the mundane, the simplicity.
That's probably what it is.
what?
Daniel just picks games that are also jobs. He just never wants to stop working.
It's weird because I feel like the one person out of all of us that probably complains the most about the evils of capitalism and other things is probably Daniel.
Derek is a close second.
Power Wash.
That's why
Power Wash
I said-
Simulator is a game where you are your own businessman, and so is American Truck Simulator.
So you are capital itself.
Yes, but
So you are a
it's
capitalist.
a little bit better than being. Well, actually, American Truck Simulator is really bad because like I fucking make a lot of money. I think my bank account in that game, I could just sit on the side of the road and just like let it run for like a couple days, and I probably have $100 million.
My God.
I also have like a staff of 120 because I got bored and started buying garages. I have 500 hours of gameplay on that fucking game. Of course, it's set up to do a whole bunch of stupid shit.
We keep like turning the conversation back to American Truck Simulator, and I don't know if I love that. Like, I thought we wouldn't have this much conversation about American Truck Simulator.
It's a good game.
Trucker
It's you
cast.
guys. It's your fault. This is your fault.
What's my fault?
I don't know. I'm victim blaming you guys.
What are you even blaming me for? I don't understand.
It's your fault. This is happening.
This is the
Um,
Truckcast with
I am-
Mudflap, Bilbo, Cat Jack, and me.
Wait,
Big Dog.
Wait.
Can I be Bilbo?
Who's Mudflap?
Probably you.
You know.
I don't want to be a Mudflap.
It's because you're always getting down in the mud.
That feels homophobic.
Well, that's because it is.
We're
Happy Pride
truckers.
Month.
We're all homophobic now. Deal with it.
Wait, was I supposed to not be homophobic before?
So, Tiernan,
Thanks for
what do you
watching the
look for in
Slime
a
8
game?
podcast. I know none of you are ever going to come back, so it's been nice. What were you going to say, Brandon?
So, what do you look for in a game?
When I play a game, I have pretty strict criteria. And if a game doesn't have all of these things pretty evenly balanced, I usually am not interested. So, one, I like a straightforward story. I don't like a bunch of side quests. I like just a beginning, middle, and end. I like there to be some action-oriented stuff, but not like so insanely action-oriented that I have like a seizure or anything. I feel like
That's what makes them fun.
not for me. Not for me. No. Like the Dead Space games were a bit chaotic for me. I was not getting
Pretty
down with
fair.
those.
Oh, don't lie. You were just scared.
He's spooked by the necromorphs.
Ooh, little spook boy.
Sure somebody was probably scared if they heard me losing my shit, getting frustrated.
It's probably a lot of huffing and puffing, just.
Yeah, that's
Oh, you know what game you might like, Tiernan?
what.
It's Alien Isolation.
Okay, I'm aware of that one.
That you actually might like that one because it's. No, I think you've seen me play it before.
If I have, I don't remember.
No, it was forever ago.
Okay, I don't remember.
You should remember, Tiernan also gets lost in games very easily.
Yeah, that's like I like the Batman Arkham games because wherever you need to go, there's like a giant bat signal pointing directly at the spot. So once I found that out, it's like this is so much easier.
I still feel like if you put the Jedi Fallen Order game on easy, you might enjoy those games.
Okay, I mean I think you've
I've never gotten into those games.
Because it does direct you pretty well.
okay. Dan might not like
It-
them because they're kind of. It sounds like they might be entertaining in some way. I know it's not really his thing.
Fuck you. There are other games that I do like.
Okay,
Like web fishing.
Yeah, and Grand Theft Auto 5.
okay. That's a little. That's an exciting game, right?
I guess it's Grand Theft Auto 5. It's a fun game. I don't. It's hard to explain it because you've never played it. Do you even like any of the Grand Theft Auto games?
No. I
There we
played
go.
the very, very first game for like a few minutes just because it's on this like PlayStation Mini thing and has 20
Oh,
games programmed
like the-
on.
Oh, the
super
the
shitty
fifth one's gonna blow your
top-down.
fucking mind.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware that the very first game is drastically different from where they're currently at.
Are you
It's
sure?
pretty close. You still steal cars.
You know, I don't think I was talking about the scenario so much as the tech.
No,
Oh,
no,
the
it's
tech
the
in the
same
fifth one's gonna blow
graphics.
your mind.
Same graphics, same physics, everything.
Yeah, definitely. And it's
Nothing's changed.
It was super easy to control. Also, it wasn't incredibly frustrating to move a little bit.
Oh god, I bought Grand Theft Auto 4 because I really wanted to play it because I had never actually like fully played Grand Theft Auto 4. Started playing it and I was having fun, but I had to stop because the controls for driving in that game are just absolutely horrible, and it makes it like almost impossible to like get anywhere without crashing every 5 seconds.
Huh.
Just on my chair.
The most I know about Grand Theft Auto is that I guess if you get in the cars that you're stealing, you can just play the radio and it'll just like play music. And
Yeah.
my friend was telling me like this is like before YouTube and you could just pull up any song you wanted to. That he would just like play Grand Theft Auto, but like he would just drive around in the car and let the music play just to have some music on.
I mean, yeah, they typically had a pretty good selection of songs to choose from.
Yeah.
And I mean, it would depend based on the game because obviously they all take place in different years and time periods.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
Vice City was 80s. San Andreas, I believe, was 90s music.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
mainly,
sure.
like-
and
based in like the California-ish.
then our Grand Theft Auto 4 was like 2000s, wasn't it?
Yeah, I believe it was
There
like,
was, like-
mid-2000s.
There was like a terrorism thing to it, as well as like the normal Grand Theft Auto.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
They were pretty fun games. We'll see if the newest one's going to be fun next year when it comes out.
Yeah, right. It's not not going to come out till like we're dead.
From like nuclear
Well,
war.
Yeah.
I mean, it probably won't be long for me, the way that I eat and stuff. I don't know.
What? No, you're the healthiest looking one out of all of us.
Well, thank you. I do work
Notice how I
out.
said looking. I didn't say healthiest.
I'm probably not the healthiest, but I think cosmetically I'm pretty held together. I do put the work in. To keep up appearances. What? Fuck you, Derek. What are you laughing at?
It's just the way you said it. I'm sorry. I wasn't disagreeing. I was just
I'm gonna kick your ass.
oh fuck. Well, you can't. I'm in charge.
Tiernan, do you try and make sure that you're pretty for all the boys?
I like to think that I do.
Now, if only he could meet one.
If you hear the messages that people send me, it's kind of nice that you don't meet them.
You know
Did
what?
something just fall at your house, Brandon?
Yeah, something above me. I don't know what the fuck it was, but
Are you still under your child's room?
Was it
no,
your
I'm
child?
under the living room now. I hope not.
Anyway,
There are
video
fallen- there's a fallen and she
games.
can't get back up.
I'm interested. What's like a thing in the gaming community that you guys hate and love about it?
I feel like I'm not really even part of the community.
I mean, you can still say you still play games, so you're part of it.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know though. I don't know anything. Yeah, why don't
I
you
can start
start,
with
Derek?
something that I hate.
Because I know the main thing about
Wait, what's something you hate, Brandon?
The weird conservative slant that a lot of the more popular gaming channels have, where a lot of what they do is they just complain about, oh, this is woke now. Games have women in them, and there's a black guy in this game, so it's
Well,
bad.
now, hold on. Games are allowed to have women. They just have to be really hot and have big boobies.
I forgot.
Yeah.
Sorry.
If they look like an actual human being, then it's woke.
that was the problem. I felt like it was with the newest Star Wars game.
There wasn't enough hot women?
No, it was that people were saying it was bad because the main character you play as is a woman.
Yeah, and she's not the most hot woman in the world.
Yeah, I'm just like, I hate when that's. I mean, I do hate that, but that's not what I was gonna say. You can keep going, Brandon.
You
I mean,
have to
that's
say I
pretty
hate
much
women.
That is what it sounded like he was about to say.
No,
Wait, Derek hates women?
no.
I mean, that's definitely not shocking.
what does that mean?
I'm very shocked. I thought Derek was a feminist.
I'm a big feminist.
Are you though?
Yeah, I love all women. Women should be doing stuff we do.
What if a woman
Yes.
killed a bunch of children?
I'm sure a woman's done that.
So you still love her?
No.
What? That's not. See, my, how the tables have
Fake-
turned. Going from
fake
you love
fan.
all women.
What the fuck were we talking
I love-
about? This is such a shit show.
We're talking about. I don't know. Brandon said I don't even know. Brandon started it.
Brandon's just trying to mentally crack you at the moment.
I actually think that this whole thing is a psyop by the CIA to break Tiernan. And none of us know it.
That's the whole game that we're playing. It's how can we bully Tiernan?
Well,
Use your shotgun blast.
And then you guys just keep talking.
It's like, he just filthy franked it.
It's like, damn, how are we
What?
going to edit this podcast now?
That's the only issue with that situation.
Yeah. I think we'd have to probably call somebody.
Yeah, because we probably need to get onto Tiernan's computer. So we'd at least need permission to get into his house.
Yeah.
Not really. The part you ever seen the part of town he lives in?
All right,
Yeah.
so the part of games that I love of the community is all the fun fan art that like people actually create. I'm not talking about the AI shit though.
You're talking about the porn.
The creativity that people no, well, I mean, I guess that could be part of it, but that's not what I'm talking about in this scenario.
Oh my god.
That is art too, but that's not the art I'm talking about. What about you, Derek? What's something you love or hate about the gaming community?
So I know the big thing that I hate about the gaming community is like the battle pass shit that they've been doing for years now. Like it's like, oh, you have to buy the game, then buy a battle pass to get better cosmetics for these things. You know, back in the day, we had to work for that shit. You know,
All right,
In
Grandpa.
back in my day, we had to walk to the PSN uphill both ways.
because that stuff isn't as too bad. But the main thing is like most game companies, they kind of like. You guys remember the game No Man's Sky?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I remember when they were introducing the game, they're like doing all this, you can do this, that, blah, 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 and the game sounded fucking awesome. And granted, the game is good now, but when it first came out, it felt like they just weren't finished with it. And I feel like game companies do that on purpose now just to get their games out so people can buy them because they know they're going to buy them. Because or Bethesda or Capcom.
That is definitely a problem that's grown, just with companies not wanting to actually release a full and complete game.
That is a weird thing that I've picked up on. It seems to be the only entertainment or creative medium where you can just release an unfinished product.
Yeah, it's just because I get it if it's like an early access type of thing, and Steam will tell you, be like, "Hey, it's early access. It's not full price, but you can still buy it and support the devs making the game."
Yeah.
Which that I'm cool, but when a company
Well,
like
early access games.
I mean, yeah, I love early access games usually, at least the ones on Steam. But when company like big game companies release games like for consoles, and there's no way, I don't know, it's just dumb. I don't get it.
Money. That's
And it
all
just
you
feels
gotta,
like
that's all you got to get. It's about money.
Yeah, that's what it's just about the money. They're like, well, we don't really care about this game because the next one's gonna be better. We just need some change for that game. That's what it feels like.
That
And
kind of
I
sounds
know
like the Marvel Cinematic Universe kind of situation of the movie you're watching is just a commercial for the actual movie.
Yeah,
And it just keeps getting strung along, movie after movie.
Yeah.
I know it's kind of going to Marvel, but I heard they just said that they're not making a few movies, and everyone's in that Marvel community is like, "Oh my god, it sucks." I'm like, "Does it?"
Well, let's not get to talking about Marvel again.
Oh, don't get me started on Marvel. just
Get him, Derek.
actually, yeah, I'm hosting this. Fuck.
I was going to recommend a cheerier topic. I think this was actually Brandon's idea when we first talked about doing this topic, was maybe what's the first video game that you played?
Probably for me, the earliest like playing a video game that I can remember would have to be playing Spyro the Dragon, the original
okay.
Spyro game on PlayStation 1. I was shit at it. I was really bad. I don't think I ever like got very far into it. I know that I like got around the beginning part and I freed all the dragons there.
Okay.
And I think I got like a couple levels, but I know there was this one, I can't remember like how far in it is, but there was this one level that I just could not get through. I don't know. It's been forever. I miss that game.
Okay.
I wanna see if it's available anywhere.
I know on Steam they have like the what do you call it?
Reignited trilogy.
Yeah, I guess it's like whether they like update the. Is it like a remake or a
Yeah, it's it's definitely a remake because it's actually built from the ground up.
Okay.
To actually like run on computer.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say
and look more modern.
I did buy the trilogy off of Steam, the newer versions, and I can't play those. I can't even figure out how to do the gliding.
Oh.
Are you playing on controller?
Yeah.
You just tap probably A to jump, and then you hold it again, and it'll start gliding you.
Like, dude, I tried to figure it out. It was like I was exhausted by the time I got on one little platform.
Wait, what
It
game?
feels way more complicated than it needs to be.
I think we should have Tiernan live stream that game for charity. We'll see if we can raise money.
What game is it?
The
Spyro?
Oh, Spyro. Okay.
yeah, the what's it, the Reignited, is that what it is?
Yep.
Reignited.
Reignited.
Okay, yeah, it's I tried playing the first one and then the second one. I don't think I bothered with the third. I kept having the same issue of I can't figure out the gliding. And this is after I already played the first Batman Arkham Asylum, which I feel like that's a more adult-oriented game. That's for a slightly more mature audience. So you'd think it would be that would be a harder game, the Batman one, where Spyro looks like it's for children, and I couldn't figure it out. You know, the Batman game also has like, you know, a gliding mechanism, and that was no issue. So I'm like, why is this children's game giving me an aneurysm? I don't know. I don't like this.
Damn, Tiernan got outdone by a dumb game for babies.
I am on the Steam page for Spyro Reignited Trilogy.
Yeah.
And on the side of this page, it says, one friend recommends against this game. And you want to know what friend that is?
Is it me?
It's Candy Jack Cat. It's you. And you've only
What a
played
hater.
3 hours. You've only played 3 hours and 7 minutes, or 3.7 hours.
I played that
So
one.
And it took him all
Yeah.
that time to get onto one ledge.
I'm not joking. That's probably accurate. So I just wanted to just put it out there. I really tried. It's not like the first sign of an issue I gave up. I tried for getting as far as I did. 3 hours is a very long time to be trying.
It seems a little excessive.
Yeah. I
don't
also
know.
remember my sister used to play the original Spyro a lot because my mom worked at this retirement home for a while. She would always bring me and my sister there in the mornings because there was no babysitter or anything. So we would just hang out at this retirement home in this lobby area, and I guess they just had Spyro on the TV. So my sister would play that a lot. I'm assuming this area was for like kids while their parents are doing shit. That's the extent of everything I have to say about Spyro.
Hey, quick question, Tiernan.
What?
What's the first game that you remember playing?
The first game I remember playing is Sonic the Hedgehog.
Which one?
And is that what made you a furry, or was that something else?
He's a furry because he's gay.
And he's gay because of Sonic.
Actually, have I not told this story about playing Sonic the first time?
Not on a podcast, so go ahead and
Okay, well,
yap it up.
once again, the same sister was playing Sonic the Hedgehog. So my sisters are both they're gamers. They play video games. I really don't, especially back then. But my sister was playing Sonic the Hedgehog, and this is the first time I had ever seen a video game in my life. And I was like, whoa, what is that? I was very young. Keep that in mind. Very young. It's like, what is it? I want to try. I kept asking her for like hours probably. And then my mom eventually was like just let him try. Jesus fucking Christ. So she gave me the controller, and then I tried to play the game and immediately died, like after like maybe a few seconds. And then I ran to the bed and cried. And then my sister just grabbed the controller and kept playing. Like, she didn't even acknowledge me. I didn't play another video game for years after that.
Sounds like a traumatic experience.
Maybe.
I'm so sorry for you.
Actually, I think I remember the second time I played a video game was on Lego.com. There was some sort of game on that. I forget what the game was. It's like some, just like one of those website video games that they exist for a period and then they're gone. And this was some game where you're like this. I don't even remember what the premise was, actually. It was just something that was very easy to pick up, and I thought I would be able to beat the game in one sitting. And I think this game was designed to not have an ending, now that I think about it. Like, I think it's just like, it just gets harder as you go along. I don't know if there's an actual finish line. And at one point, the page ended up refreshing, and I had to start all over. So I ran to my bed and cried.
I'm sensing a lot of you run to your bed and cry.
Yeah, that was...
That's how he solves most of his problems.
How much of that is carried over to adulthood?
All of it.
Thankfully not much, but maybe horrifically not much, because now I go years at a time without crying.
I mean, that sounds like you're living a pretty good life.
I think it's
He does scream and punch a lot.
mainly when I'm playing a video game that does happen.
Maybe we should get you into Call of Duty.
Oh God.
You could really let out some rage there.
I don't think the goal is... I feel like the rage is more of an unhealthy thing that's happening, so maybe we don't need more of that.
Nah, Rage is good.
Derek, when's the first time you played a video game?
The first game I can actually remember playing is, I think it's the same system you were playing Sonic on, Tiernan, but mine was The Lion King.
Yeah, that would be, I think Sega Genesis, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you played the Lion King game. Isn't that one infamously hard?
Yes.
Okay.
Really fucking hard. Because I would do good up until, like, the song, the first song. You be a Viking.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
That one.
Whoa, Derek, you're gonna get us copywritten strike.
But
Yeah, Derek,
there's-
don't get us copywritten strike. I hate that.
I'll get us copyright strike
Fuck you.
anytime I want.
Don't write us a copy.
So what
So
were you
anyway-
I'm
saying?
not lying.
There's a level just for that fucking thing, and it is hard as fuck. Like,
There's a level dedicated to that song number in the movie?
oh yeah,
That sounds dumb.
and try playing it when you're fucking like a little child.
Try playing Spyro Ignited when you're in your 30s.
I have I learned to glide pretty quick.
It's actually not that hard of a game.
Brandon thinks he's so cool because he can play games. Well, you're not.
I mean, I don't know if that makes me cool. That just means I have basic skills.
Brandon thinks he's so
Ooh.
cool because he has basic motor skills. Yeah. I'm Brandon. I can do things.
Brandon's just admitting to being basic.
Yeah.
I get it's kind of like a twofer for the first game I played because it either had to be Lion King or the Pinocchio.
Oh, there was a Pinocchio game?
Yes, that one was just as hard, at least one level, because there's like a level where you fucking dance, but to dance, you have to memorize the fucking buttons. And
Do you know why it was that hard?
because I was a child with ADD.
Nope. It's because they wanted you to rent the game for more days, so they purposely made the games a lot harder than they should have been.
Yeah, I've heard this.
That's
before,
amazing.
Yeah.
It was so that way you couldn't just speed through it. So hey, don't feel bad. At least you know how to glide in games.
Well, I'll feel bad because I actually
I
own
can
them.
glide in the Batman games. Okay.
But it's not Spyro. Batman should be harder.
I feel like Tiernan probably has never actually played a game before, and he's just trying to get street cred.
Sometimes
Yeah,
I feel
I
like I've
can-
never played a video game.
I mean, you don't. You just do chores.
Fuck you.
Brandon, did you say your first video game experience?
I played a lot of games when I was a child, so I'll just do the first one that really stuck with me, and that was the first
Conker's
Resident
Bad Fur Day.
Evil game.
The first
And that's
Resident
because, yes, because it terrified me. as a child, despite the fact that its graphics weren't great. It felt so real when I was like 4 or 5 years old. Especially when you enter into the room where you see the first zombie and the cutscene plays where it slowly turns.
Mm-hmm.
And you see that it was just chowing down on that guy.
First
Had
Resident
nightmares for
Evil is
weeks.
that's the one where it's like no camera control.
Yeah.
That's the first 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Well,
first 3 mainline, I guess I should say.
I can't do that.
because there was also Resident Evil 0, right?
Yeah, there's 0, then there's Code Veronica. There's other ones for like Game Boy as well. Resident Evil has like a million fucking games.
Right. A lot happened in between 3 and 4, which is
Oh god, yeah.
one way to do things, I guess. Yeah. Those early Resident Evil games, I do appreciate the crude graphics kind of add to the spookiness.
The camera controls add to it too, to a certain extent, just because it really takes a lot of control out of your hands. So you're never really sure what's about to be around the next corner.
I don't
Was
really-
that intentional, or I mean, it's definitely like limitations of the time as well as possibly intentional.
Yeah, I heard it was because of the technical limitations. They could make the backgrounds look nicer if it was like a fixed camera angle.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
Which, for the time, it was a really good way to do things. But now, ooh, man, those games have aged so badly.
Really, I haven't noticed.
I could tell by your save I played through.
Yeah, I tried to play the first Resident Evil. I didn't get very far. We might be picking up on a trend. I did spend a very long time trying to get further and did not. After hours of not being able to open a single door, I'm just like, I don't think I want to do this anymore.
You got up and went to go cry.
I did not cry this time. I was an adult by this
You
time.
remember, he punches and yells now.
Oh yeah.
He punched his own nutsack.
What does this podcast become?
It's us
Holy-
telling people about the type of person you really are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who you are deep down when you strip back all the other things that you would say you are.
Oh, that's neat.
Better be.
So what's a game you're currently enjoying?
I'm playing a really cool game. You want to know what it
game
is?
is it?
Tiernan might get a kick out of it.
Is
It's
it going to be one
called-
of those porn games?
No. I don't- It's an actual game. It's called Crypt Custodian.
Okay.
And
Crypt Custodian?
yeah, Crypt Custodian.
You
You put
used the
your-
word custodian, and Dan got a little excited. Like, is this a game about work?
No, this is an adventure game.
Ooh, this game looks cute.
Yeah, you play as a cat who died,
Okay.
and you're about to get let basically into like cat heaven, but you found this broom and you broke a bunch of vases. So the decider is like, "Oh, you broke my vases, you bitch!" So now you get to spend the rest of your life in this area as a custodian, and you're just this cat making little fucking friends, and this it's kind of like hell, but it's not really hell. It's just the crypt, and you adventure with this cat, and he has a broom, and you fight shit, and it's pretty fun.
I'm going to tell you right now, Derek, that does not sound remotely interesting.
It has a cat in it, Tyrion, and you like cats.
I do like
And it
cats.
has
but
It
for
does
some
have a
reason-
cute art style.
The art style's really cute, but I haven't beat it yet, but I don't know if you'd like it at all, Tyrion. Though I just know you'd like.
It doesn't sound like it.
Because I wouldn't say it's real puzzly, but it's a little challenging. One of the people you meet in the game knows about like this mirror that you can go back to Earth and visit whoever you want for like a few minutes or whatever, and they can't see you, but they can maybe sense your presence. And I believe that the game is going to be me trying to find this mirror and go back to the owners and see them, and it's going to make me sad. I'm going to cry.
So what are you currently enjoying, Brandon?
I am currently enjoying Hades 2.
Okay, what is that?
Does that game make you
It's-
cry?
No, it doesn't. It is not a sad game in that sense. It's kind of a arcadey roguelike game. So you are the daughter of Hades, who has been trapped by Kronos, and you're trying to free him. Throughout your runs, you get power-ups from the gods. The art style is really nice as well. Everybody is drawn to be weirdly hot, I guess I would say.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's a pretty fun game. I've got 111 hours in it.
Damn.
How about you, Dan? Are you playing any like lawn mowing games or anything like that?
Not a lawn mowing game, no.
Okay.
I have been playing 2 games this weekend. One of them is called Transport Inc.,
Okay.
which is a game where you run a transportation company. I'll just read the little blurb on the Steam page.
Yeah. Okay.
Become the manager of the largest transport corporation ever. Create new planes, buses, trains, and truck connections. Optimize them to ever-changing demands and adapt to unexpected events. Beat the competition, connect all cities around the real-world map. I've been playing that. It's a really fun game. You just have to it's all about strategy.
So what's the other
I've-
job game you're playing?
This one isn't a job game. It's a tower defense game. It's called Defense Grid: The Awakening. It's basically you just build towers that kill enemies that are just coming.
Now, why are they coming?
Oh, you know why they're coming.
I don't. Why are
They're
they
coming after the energy orbs.
Of course.
You gotta protect the energy orbs. If they take away all the energy orbs, you won't have any energy and you'll die, I guess.
I was gonna say that. That was gonna be
So
like.
Tierna,
Yeah.
what game are you enjoying right now?
I guess technically the only game I'm kind of enjoying is I'm replaying Resident Evil 5, but I say kind of because it's like it's I don't know, been like maybe half a month since I've turned it on.
Damn, it sounds like you're really getting far in that game.
Yeah.
Are you playing as Sheva or Chris?
I didn't know you could pick.
All right. I'm gonna hop off now. My urge to bully is getting too strong.
Well, I guess I'm playing as Chris because I didn't know you could pick. I didn't see the option to do that.
It's been a while since I've played it. That might only be a thing when you're playing multiplayer, so that could be why.
Okay, you know what? That sounds right. And I've never played it multiplayer. Usually, if given the option, I will play the chick.
Me too.
Neat.
Derek won't though, because he hates women.
That's right.
No, I don't. I love most women.
Who is your favorite?
Not all.
Who's your favorite woman in video games?
Video? Oh my god, you can't do that.
Name
If you can't
5
answer the
women
question, then
in
it means
video
you hate
games.
women.
Oh no, that's not fair at all.
I think it's pretty
No, what? Fine
reasonable.
then. Name your favorite woman that is also a scientist. I rest my case.
Shit.
So name your favorite video game character that's a woman.
That's a woman.
Mine is Laura Croft from the 22
mine is
Tomb
Zelda.
Raider.
I don't play video games with people in them. Mine's Alex
Daniel
from
hates women
Minecraft.
too.
I gotta look at my games and kind of like remember.
Brandon, you have
characters
to have
in
an
games.
answer to this, right? I feel like you're the most gamer out of everyone here.
Zelda. It's taking Derek a very, very long time. I think we should show on screen that it's been like half an hour since Derek was asked this question.
Just
All
have
he's being
like
talked to
the
right now.
have the clock noise and sound or a video from 24 where it's counting down, but it's like a timer.
Sorry,
Derek doesn't want to
Rose
say
got
it,
home.
but his favorite woman in video games is Chica because he thinks that shit is thick.
Oh damn!
Fuck
She
yeah,
ain't
it is.
mine.
Chicka wow wow. I'm proud of that
Not
joke.
saying
Fuck you guys.
I don't think you should.
But the game that I is Shadowheart.
Oh, ew. She isn't even the best one in that game.
Who? Are you still gonna say Karlak?
I mean, she is better too, but also I would pick Lae'zel over her.
I mean, Lae'zel is pretty badass for a early character you get.
Shart's racist. And
You just
her
call
nickname
someone
is
Shart.
that is her nickname.
It's
Her nickname is
unfortunate.
Shart.
No, wait. How did she get the nickname Shart?
Because it's a shortening of Shadow Heart.
Oh, gee. Oh,
You're making me like her less now, Brandon.
Good. I've done my job.
Now let's go on to Karlak because Karlak's awesome.
I got
In
another.
case you don't know, Tiernan, it's the game's called Baldur's Gate 3.
I
You would
don't
not
care.
like it. Well, I don't care that you wouldn't
Damn.
like it.
Well, good.
Good. Get out of my
considered
podcast.
to be one of the best games of all time, too.
Okay.
You get to make your characters have wieners.
Oh. Okay. I don't really know what that even means.
They got waving and
pick.
jiggle physics.
You got Wiener A, Wiener B, Wiener C, and then you got uncut or cut versions of all of them.
Do you see the wieners?
Oh yeah.
Is this a game for grown-ups?
I mean,
Like strictly?
Sure hope so.
define. I mean, it's rated M.
Okay, I guess that M is like R for video games, right?
Yeah,
M is for mature.
Then why are you guys playing it?
because that's how I
we're,
like
we're
'em.
super. Ugh.
So we talked about first video games that we played or our earliest memories. What's like the first video game you played where you loved it? Like, is there a difference
for
between
me-
first game and first game where you're like, oh, I love this?
First game I loved would have been Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. It was the first 3D Zelda game, and it was the first kind of open world game that I've ever played. And I just really fell in love with like the world and all the weird little creatures in it. And it's a game that taught me how to read too. So,
Oh, how old were you?
was like
I would have
yesterday.
been maybe 6. What about you, Tiernan?
Oh, the first video game I played that I loved would be Batman Arkham Asylum. And I played it in 2022 for the first time. Yeah. I think before that there were video games that I played and was like, this is okay. This is like passive entertainment to just kill a few minutes, but nothing that I loved until I got to that one. I think at first I thought it was going to be really hard when I started, and it wasn't that hard once I got into it. And then there's also just, I'm a very big Batman fan in general, so I think that helped too.
Just a huge Batman fan.
Yes. Yes, I am. Were you going to like make a joke out of that, or can we move on?
No, I like Batman too.
Okay. Sounds like we have a lot in
Um,
common here.
I'm trying to think of mine because There
So
was-
I know mine.
What's yours, Dan?
No, I think probably the first game that I actually like really like truly wanted to play, and actually like knew what I was doing and liked playing was I don't know the name of it, and I was trying to search it, but I can't find it. It is a Jurassic Park game on the GameCube. I believe it was on the GameCube, and you could build a park and like control it and like not roller coaster tycoons, like Zoo Tycoons, but for Jurassic Park. And it was really fun, and it started my whole what I am still doing today.
Yeah, I was picking up on the trend there.
I'm chasing that high. you know, there's been a lot of hints. A lot of hints of autistic traits in my life.
I haven't noticed. They must be really subtle. Derek, did you answer this yet? I don't think you gave.
well, I guess mine kind of has a trend too because growing up, I was, of course, a Star Wars fan.
Of course, yeah.
And there's two Star Wars games in particular that I loved that probably came out around the same time. And it was the original Battlefront 2, not like the new one that's came out past, I don't know, the most recent Battlefront 2, because for some reason that's what they called the other one. But there's another one called Star Wars Jedi Academy, I believe. And that one, basically you make your own Jedi, like your own Jedi, and do the missions, and you play through the story, and it's just fun because you create your own character, you make your own lightsaber and lightsaber color, fight Sith with lightsaber. It's fun.
Can't you end up choosing if you want to be light side or dark side in that game as well?
Yeah, at the end you can, which I wish they made like at least a second one, because where you can actually do that throughout the entirety of the game. Because you can, through the game, you can like upgrade like your Jedi powers and stuff, and you can pick or choose if you want to have light side or dark side powers. I don't think that has any effect to your character into the entirety of the game. Of course, you just want to use the ones that are strong.
What was the name of this game?
Star Wars Jedi Academy. I think
Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy.
Yeah, that's what it is. Because there's that one. There's like a trilogy of games. Because there's like Star Wars Jedi Knight, Jedi Outcast, and Jedi Outcast 2, and those
And
ones
I think
have.
the main thing that connects those three is just that it has the character Kyle Katarn.
Yeah, which I don't even know if he's canon or not, but
He was, but I don't know if he is anymore.
yeah.
Let's see if Tierna knows. Tierna,
Yes.
what do you know about Kyle Katarn?
Oh, I know so much.
Elaborate.
What's your favorite move that Kyle Katarn has done?
That one that, like, is pretty sick. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Expand.
Derek,
Huh.
did you ever play the Force Unleashed games?
Yes.
Did you like them?
Yeah.
I did too. I very much I played.
Why was that funny?
The way that started off sounded kind of accusatory.
I did. I thought you were like, Derek, have you ever played the Force Unleashed? Like, yeah. Well, you're fucking stupid. That's what I was expecting.
That would be a little bit more on brand, if I'm being honest.
I was just curious.
Yeah, those are good games too. I don't know if I like the first one more than the second one, but they're both pretty good.
Oh, I don't think they planned on having a second of that game exactly. It felt like the continuation of the story wasn't like right.
Yeah, because I mainly like the actor that plays
Him. Well, doesn't he
him.
voice? Doesn't he voice Darth Maul and a whole bunch of stuff?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he's actually in another game, a zombie game. I don't know what it's called, but I've played it. But that guy is I guess he's like beloved in like the gaming world, and I think he does a lot of voice acting for games as well, other games. I don't even know the guy's name, but
I don't even know
his
what we're
name
talking
either.
about. I completely zoned out.
I'm trying to. Oh fuck.
And that's why Derek's the host.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though he couldn't do the intro for the podcast, it took him 2 minutes to not do the intro, and then I had to just do it.
Well, I bet he could now.
He
Yeah,
could
I'll do it
probably
right
do.
now.
Now that we're like an
Oh,
hour
He could
into
do
this,
Hey guys,
He did
timing.
the intro 6 times.
Mason here. We're gonna be talking about video games and video game stuff and other stuff, video games.
Damn. It's pretty solid. Blue,
Yeah, that was
Tiernan's out of the
pretty good.
water.
Fuck you,
I'm-
Tiernan.
I'm sweating now.
I bet you are. You're getting all hot and... Jesus.
Yeah, let's just stop. Let's just stop. Can this get any more
getting-
shit?
You're getting horny, Tiernan.
Getting all horned up.
I hate this podcast.
the mere idea of Derek being competent at hosting this podcast is making you hard.
Video games, yeah.
Sam Whitwer.
What was let's get into consoles, because that's a thing, right? In
No,
theory.
I've never heard of them.
What
Yeah,
was
what are
the first
consoles?
console that you owned?
We're all fucking PC gamers, Tiernan. Jeez.
First
My
console
first
I
cons-
owned.
Yeah.
You go, Brandon.
The first console I owned, which I still own now, is a Nintendo 64.
PlayStation 1 for me. And I think my mother still has it, but
Oh,
she
fuck.
might not. I don't know.
I pretty much see what I'm about to say makes me feel like I was spoiled.
No, you?
Go again.
Because I just
Derek.
remember having a lot of systems growing up, and that sounds really bad.
So you don't know what the first one was?
No, I honestly like if it has to be the Sega.
Little rich boy over here.
Just, yeah, it's either the Sega or the Game Boy. Before, not even the Game Boy Color. It was the first. I had a green Game Boy, but then it got stolen.
And that was the worst thing that's ever happened to you.
Actually, no. I didn't, apparently my mom said I didn't care.
Really adding to the spoiled thing.
Yeah. Well,
Because she would just get you another one.
no, I didn't get another one.
Not
Whereas
that time.
I cherished my first console, and I still have it.
I
You're just out here losing them.
No,
Doesn't even give a shit. Doesn't appreciate anything.
no, it's not. It's because I'm autistic.
That's some childish shit right there.
It was, no,
Are you? Don't pull the autistic card, Derek. That has nothing to do with this.
it does.
He literally, I'm autistic.
No, because growing up, my mom said it was hard to punish me because if I just took away something, I was content just sitting there. Doesn't that sound pretty autistic? I think so.
Sounds like borderline serial killer behavior, actually. I don't know about that.
Your poor mother. She couldn't do anything. She couldn't take anything away from you to make you feel bad.
That's why she
were
took my
so-
bed.
You were so happy just staring at a wall. Oh.
Did you say that she took your bed?
Yeah, she never did that, but
I was gonna say, damn. Okay, we need to get more into that.
no,
I'm crying.
you're going from video games to Derek's broken home.
Because that doesn't sound like something that Celeste would do. From all the time that I've known her, she's been sweet.
She's all right.
Really,
I'm just
got on
kidding.
a
She's
tangent
awesome.
here.
Yeah, you guys. I had to prove I was autistic.
Like, you don't have
I'm
to prove
screaming,
that. We believe
I'm
you.
autistic.
Fuck you guys. You guys are mean.
Yeah.
You can't be mean to him. He's autistic.
Well, do you want to guess the
Are
first
you
console
gonna?
that I owned?
Was
Xbox
it an N64?
So let me just say, first of all, I bought it in the year 2010. So this,
Oh, okay.
so
An Atari.
it was
Yeah.
an Atari.
I know that because I remember.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So I have a quick question for you.
Yeah.
Do you blame being a hipster on being autistic, or are you using that as less of a crutch than Derek is?
I'm gonna use that as less of a crutch than Derek for sure.
Hey, don't be ashamed.
I'm not.
Never
Oh,
be
me neither.
ashamed.
Well, sometimes you should be ashamed.
Is that
How
a
dare
small
you.
penis joke?
Feel
I
like
don't
all
think
of
it is,
could
but you just
benefit
admitted to it.
all of you could benefit from feeling some shame on occasion. But, we can
Yeah,
save that
I don't
for
even
another
feel
day.
that.
I've never felt shame a day in my life.
I can
So go on
tell,
about your
actually. But yeah, for a few years, I did have an Atari 2600. And I had a whole a collection of games for it, and I liked those because I could figure them out.
Like putting the games in the console or playing them?
All of it.
Oh
no,
my
they were
God.
easy to play, and they weren't like a huge investment. It's like I'll do this for a few minutes, but then I sold it at a yard sale, and I probably could have got more for it, but I needed to just get rid of things at a certain point.
You like wake up one day and you're just like, I need to get rid of this, and just start selling your shit.
That's not far from the reality.
I've never sold anything.
Nothing?
Like I've never like sold any of my stuff. Like I don't know. Like
Well,
I've never.
You're not a collector, like, are you?
That is very much true. I don't buy shit.
I was borderline a hoarder at one point and had to face that reality. I had a ton of shit, and then it was getting to a point where we were like moving a lot. So it's like every time we move, I lose some of the stuff. It gets broken, and it's just a lot to move around. And I was like, I need to just start getting rid of things. And I just had to learn to manage, like, having a nice collection of things to look at because I like stuff, but knowing not to get too much stuff and being more deliberate when I get things added to my collection because it gets out of control very fast.
We shouldn't, for your birthday, get you a 7,000 piece suit of armor.
Probably not, because
I don't think Tiernan would like that.
here's the thing. I would love that. That would be really tight. But where am I going to put it?
On your body?
Yeah, you wear
Duh.
it.
Dumbass.
Okay,
Yeah,
when I'm not
bitch.
wearing
Checkmate, liberal.
it. What?
Poser.
What the
See,
fuck?
now-
Said.
Does anybody have anything else to say related to the topic?
About you being a bitch? I don't know.
I think we should get him a 7,000 piece fursuit.
Yeah, he'll definitely wear that.
I will wear that.
It'll
like
just
you mean
take a
when you
really
say-
long time to get on.
It would,
And get off, you'll die in it.
possibly.
You'll probably die of heat stroke because it's 7,000 fucking pieces.
Well, they're just really small pieces.
It's the individual hairs.
Did we have anything? We got me trying to get you back on topic. Got off topic so fast. What were you gonna say, Derek?
I just saw a picture of Tony Todd, and it made me remember the game. My ADD allows me to not really finish games
Okay.
because, like, not even because the game's bad or anything. Like, I'll just continuously start a game, maybe get halfway through it, and be like, okay, new game. But the game I just completed was the new Indiana Jones game. And-
You said you saw a
Indiana
picture
Jones
of
and,
Tony Todd, and that.
Yeah,
made
because
you-
he's in the game.
Tony Todd's in the Indiana Jones game.
Yeah,
Who is he in? What kind of character is he?
he's a giant, obviously, but it's like a
Obviously,
just.
he's always playing giants. You know.
Well, it's kind of hard to explain. He's like a protector of the crypt kind of guy. He's like protecting the artifact that Indiana Jones and this other guy were trying to get, because if you get all the artifacts and put it into this thing, it gives you a power which then could potentially let you rule the world. And Tony Todd's character is responsible for preventing that.
I feel like I've been hearing more positive things about that game than the latest Indiana Jones movie. Is
There's a
that
new movie?
accurate?
It's definitely better than the last two movies.
Wait, there's been 2 new movies?
I mean, Crystal Skull was a while ago, but
Yeah, I break Indiana Jones down into, like, there's the original trilogy, and then there's anything after that trilogy. Technically, I mean, there's the Young Indiana Jones franchise, which is the whole thing. I watched one of those and I was like, this is shit.
Did they make more? Or were those movies? What was that?
The Young Indiana Jones?
Yeah.
It was a series of movies. I think they might have
How
been...
many movies did they make?
I don't know. I've only seen one of them. I don't know if they did more than one. Yeah, I was not impressed. I was also very young when I watched it. This is after I watched the original trilogy, and I was like, these are dope as fuck. Because
Were you young and impressionable?
you could say that. I mean, I did pretend to be an archaeologist for like probably a year after watching those movies.
Oh, you don't have to be young to do that. I do that all the time.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess there's something wrong with me because I kind of grew out of it.
Yeah.
I'm stupid. What was I thinking?
Taking yourself too seriously.
But yeah, but like the original trilogy, we're talking about video games anyway, but the original trilogy has like melting faces and ripping people's hearts out and crazy shit like that. And then I watched the Young Indiana Jones and it was like, I don't know, just boring.
I never watched The Young Indiana Jones,
Don't.
but the game is really good though.
Oh, well, tell me about the game since that's kind of our fucking topic and we can't seem to stay on it. We were doing good for a while.
Well, I kind of already told you a bit. It was.
Did you
good-
play
good game.
the 2013 Tomb Raider or any of the games in that trilogy?
No.
Oh, I was gonna ask like if maybe those are similar to the new Indiana Jones game by chance because I really liked the 2013 Tomb Raider.
Are they first person or third?
Or
They
third.
are a third person.
Because the Indiana Jones game is first person.
Okay, I might
It's
not
like-
play it then. I don't love It depends on the game, I guess, but they kind of make me a little nauseous.
This one might make you a little nauseous because you use your whip and stuff like to move around and you jump around a lot, fight, and it's a lot of the fighting is pretty up close and it gets kind of a little bit too much at times.
Okay. I know, like, when I was trying to play the Resident Evil games, when I got the Resident Evil 7, it goes from third person to first person, and I was just kind of, I don't know, something about it kind of irritates me. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I know I haven't played much, or no, that was Biohazard. So yeah, I did play that one, but that it was different. But I mean, those things don't bother me too much with video games.
Yeah, I guess I have some sort of issue with that. I don't know.
Yeah, sounds like autism.
Okay.
End of episode right there.
Does anybody have anything significant related to the topic we want to talk about?
Do any of you guys actually like?
Do any of
Because
you
they have,
even
like-
fucking like video games? Because you sound like a bunch of fake fans.
No,
I
I was
do
gonna
don't like them.
ask because I've always wanted to go to like the gaming convention, like where they announce the new games coming out soon. I've always wanted to go to one, but I don't know if it's E3, if that's still even a thing.
No, it
No.
would be Summer Game Fest is what you would go to now.
Okay, that's what I thought it was called, but I don't watch the thing happening because I mean it sounds boring when you're just waiting for the game to be announced and you could be there and like experiencing the whole thing, but I still like once I know the whole event's over, I'm like, okay, I'll look at these games. I'm eager to see what games are coming out, but you know, social media, it makes it a lot easier because everyone's just like, oh my god, the new insert name here is coming out. I don't know if you guys have ever wanted to go to like one of those game festival things.
I mean, I think it would definitely be cool to do. It's just more of like trying to find the time to do it because you have to get time off work and then you got to fly down to LA as well and buy tickets and everything else. So
Yeah, that shit's probably expensive now.
maybe if
Everything's expensive
Tiernan
now.
can buy us tickets to go
Yeah, I'm gonna get right
for
on
the
that.
podcast.
I'm gonna
we
buy
could
you
all do
tickets to go to a thing I don't give a shit about.
But it's for the podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The podcast needs to make money before we spend money.
Well, you got to spend money to make money.
Well,
Yeah.
that's
what they
not
say.
thousands of dollars.
well, don't you have thousands of dollars?
No, not that I don't have thousands of dollars to drop on nonsense.
Well, me neither.
It
But I
is
want to use your money.
$7.33.
Yeah, you got more than me.
Okay, anybody else have some final topics we want to get into?
Because I'm going to be honest, this episode's just a bunch of rambling.
Is that
Aren't all
different
of
from
our
the other?
episodes
Yeah,
a
what's
bunch of
different?
rambling?
I don't know. At least like majority of our stories kind of stake to the topic, but
I feel
I
like
kinda
Have
think
you
this one was
listened
more
to any of
entertaining.
the have you listened to any of the other episodes?
I don't need to. I've lived it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think we should rename this podcast to Stupid Idiots Yappin', and that would just be a apt.
Well, as the podcast front runner, I agree. We should do this.
Okay, we'll get right on that. None of you should be allowed to make any decisions ever on anything.
I don't know. I think we should be allowed to.
Yeah, as the front runner, I declare you never to make decisions now. So,
All right.
sucks to suck.
Do we have anything else we want to add to the video game discussion before we wrap this one up?
Nope.
What would we should all we should all come together and agree on the best console right now.
All right, let's do it on 3. Everyone's gonna say the same console. Okay.
We're gonna have an argument if it's not the same.
No.
Okay, let's go.
If it's not the same, everyone's gonna leave the call and we'll never talk to each other again.
All right, count us down.
All right. 1.
You do it
Are we
down. You fucked it up already.
Don't be mean
Okay.
to him. Daniel's autistic.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Virtual
Peace.
boy.
GameCube.
Derek.
I didn't hear Derek.
I'm dying.
Derek's
Derek's having an
coward.
autistic fit right now. Give him a second.
You can't hear Derek screeching.
I was gonna say PlayStation 2.
None of us.
I picked
Is-
GameCube. I have more, I have the best memories playing video games on a GameCube for some reason. Funniest part is I barely played a GameCube. I played it mostly at hanging out with my cousin.
You want to know the funny thing about when I got a PlayStation 3? Because this is me going from Xbox 360 to a PlayStation 3. No, we didn't have any new TVs with HD shit, and I got a PlayStation 3 with an HD cord, and I'm sitting there like, what the fuck? What the fuck is this bullshit?
What is this cord?
Yeah, I was so fucking confused.
Did you have a meltdown? Did you lay on the carpet and scream?
Wait, what?
No,
what are
I
you,
did.
He went up to his bed and laid down and cried.
What are you confused by? What happened?
So the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 2, which were the second gen games of those companies' consoles, and they had the
Normal AV
What?
cords.
the AV cords, the red, white, and yellow.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And on PlayStation 3, they went from those to the HD cords.
Okay.
And I, at my house, did not have a TV that had an HD plug-in.
Oh, I see what the issue is.
Yeah, so when I got it, I sat there. I was like, oh, I'm going to start playing this right now. That's when I opened the box. I was like, oh, what the hell's this bullshit? I mean, it's cool. It's one cord, but then I went to I had 3. Fuck. See, now it sounds like I'm bragging again, but there's
Here he goes again, just flaunting his money at us.
we had
He
6
went up-
TVs.
He went up to his mom and said, "Why are we poor? We don't have a TV with HDMI."
You stupid bitch. And you smacked her.
And then he pissed in the trash can, and she sent him to therapy.
I'm just envisioning Derek pissing in the trash can while like angrily staring at his mom and flipping her off. She's just
I
drinking
fucking
an
hate
entire
you
bottle of
guys.
wine in the corner.
Joke's on you. My mom doesn't drink wine.
She's just
But
drinking
she
vodka.
fucking loves stew wine.
Whiskey. Oh God.
Well, I think this has been a good discussion or something. Whatever. We had a discussion. I don't know if it was good.
Also, PlayStation 2s
he's
are
not
very
fucking
durable.
done.
Oh no.
Well, hurry up.
PlayStation 2s are very at least the thick boys. Just so you know, Tiernan, there's a few different types of PlayStation 2s.
Okay.
There's the thick one,
All right.
and there's the PlayStation Slim.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
You can probably look them up.
I'm
but
not going to.
Whatever. But the thick one is very durable because this was back in the day when games would freeze a lot, and
Okay.
I would kick the fuck out of my system.
Okay.
See, there goes
And-
that spoiled
Wait.
thing again.
Yeah, like I would
They're
never.
getting breaks. So what is? I'm autistic,
Yeah,
Brandon.
I swear to God.
I have anger issues.
My PlayStation 2 broke if you looked at it the wrong fucking way. We broke like, and this is gonna sound like I'm bragging, but like we ended up having like 2 PlayStations get broken. 'Cause they got,
2
knocked
PlayStation-
over.
Fuck you guys. That was funny. I was trying to act like you guys doing that to me.
So before we end, I have one short question to ask.
Yes.
Daniel, explain in detail a normal trip in American Truck Sim.
Oh God.
All right, we can end it.
I'm not-
Okay. Do we have everything we wanted to say about video games? Because I want to do a quick little outro. Just want to make sure we got.
We didn't even talk about arcades.